Hey guys, this is Casco, so welcome back to F1 2020 My Team Career Mode. In episode 9, we'll be racing in Suzuka in Japan. Over here, we have an retirement announcement from Kimi Raikkonen. So, along with Vettel, they'll be both leaving the sport after this season in two open seats for next season. Whether who's gonna take those. So, we'll be starting our qualifying lap. Going into turn 1, braking for turn 2 as we go around to the famous S's from turns 3 to 6. Be on the edge here. Gonna go fast through here, going to turn 7. Take a bit of curve there. Or taking a sharp right of turns 8 and then turn 9, going onto the bridge and heading towards the hairpin. And get back up to speed and going through the long turn 12 and going to the spoon curve of turns 13 and 14. Gonna brake again. Then we're gonna go on the back straight, heading towards the finishing line. Before that, we're gonna go through the flat out 130R and brake for this little chicane, turns 16 and 17. And for the final corner, we cross the line and we got P20. So that's no good at all, so I went ahead and go for another lap. Still got P20. So we see Daniel Ricciardo in third, good performance by Renault. In P20, while Sean Goodell is in dead last.
To see how our drivers are stacking up after yesterday's exciting qualifying session. Good job yesterday from Valtteri Bottas. The Finn starts from pole position, and P2 goes to Daniel Ricciardo. A strong showing from the Australian. Moving on to the rest of the grid, we have Verstappen, Albon, Charles Leclerc and Gasly, Sainz, Stroll, Vettel and Sergio Perez. Norris, Hamilton, they've taken a grid penalty. Daniel Kvyat and Ocon, Grosjean, Magnussen, George Russell and Carlson, Latifi, Galeal, Raikkonen and Antonio Giovinazzi starts from the back of the grid. Which of these talented drivers will come out on top today?
This is our engine supplier's home Grand Prix. Let's give them a race worth watching.
Sure, Jeff. Obviously, we have some drivers having penalties for engine parts, so good thing that we did that earlier. Since we're now in P18 and trying to make use of the red race. We have a good start passing, I think, Magnussen going into turn 1 on the inside of Daniel Ricciardo, I think. No, I think that might be Ocon. Going to be right along with Grosjean. Going into the S's. We seem to get ahead of Ocon, but we made a big mistake going onto the grass. Have a bit of contact with Magnussen, trying to re-enter into the race. As we now stuck behind the two Haas, made a bit of contact again with Magnussen. We're going into the hairpin. Let's see if we can make good use of this situation. We're on the inside. We go both pass of the Haas, and seems to be Ocon as well. Going into turn 12 ahead of over them.
That's a decent start.
It seems that we have Ocon on the right. As we went a bit wide, we have a bit contact, bit of a wheel bump between us two. Got a warning for that. So at the end of the first lap, we see ourselves in P14, and we have Hamilton back. He did take a penalty, so he probably gonna go and charge ahead. We will just see. So we cut into lap 3 where we have Kvyat and Hamilton having a bit of a side-by-side action before 130R. Hopefully we can make good use out of it as we see Kvyat having battle with Hamilton, having to pay a price of letting us go through, as well as the Haas. Now we're on to the second last lap. Our tires are looking worn, but it's okay. Going to turns 1 and 2, and we see Kimi Raikkonen retiring from the race. Let's see what we have here. Seems normal, seems fine and dandy. Going into the spoon curve and see a bit of a back giving out, as well as the car slowing down, making way for Giovinazzi as well as a Renault. So seems he's got a mechanical failure and will retire on the back straight. So that is the end of the race. We're gonna finish in a P13, a non-points finish. Haven't had that in a while. As we see that we have no fuel left. That's the cause of having low fuel setup in the race, going really slow. Now we have rankings of Grosjean speeding right towards us. Oh dear. We won't able to catch us before we cross the finish line. Oh, it's gonna be very close, very neck and neck, but I think we made it. We made it.
And I can see the drivers starting to approach the podium for the victory celebrations. A real team victory today. Everybody played their part. Congratulations then to Mercedes, your race winners today.
So that's the end of the race. Valtteri Bottas got a win, and also as Ricardo having a podium, as well as Max Verstappen. We found ourselves in P13, and it's in Hamilton also not having a non-points finish as well. So we see Sean Galel in P18, a good race for him. As we see for the driver standings, we have Bottas going ahead of Max Verstappen, and as well as Alex Albon, Ricardo, and Pierre Gasly. And for the constructors, we have Renault going up, passing Haas due to the points. So that is it, the end of the race. Seems that we have a championship battle between Verstappen, Hamilton, and Bottas that we're gonna end in Brazil. That will be the race for next episode. So if you want to see that, make sure to like and subscribe and hit the bell notifications in order to not miss that one. It will be the last race of the season. With that being said, I hope to see you in the next one. Bye.